Hello there, Moto friends, Moto family. This is MSG, also known as Action Cam Jackson. Just playing out here in the traffic. Trying to make it to another part of town out in the West End. And smack dab in traffic. It's only 2:55. I already been in this thing for 20 minutes now. So this is sort of like an impromptu 500 kilometer review. Some of the strong points about this bike, in particular this 2007 Kawasaki Vulcan 900 Custom. Some of the strong points, the seating position is pretty impressive with the wide grip bars. Makes it really easy to control, and the forward foot controls are nice on the feet. The seat is pretty wide, and I must say that the spread in the groin area is probably a little bit more than I would prefer, but it definitely gives you that secure feeling. And I like the way the bars come up, and they also have this downward angle right here, which takes a little bit more stress off the wrist. I guess that truck's got a flat tire. Yeah, he pulling over. He just yeah, you blew one on that trailer, buddy. It's gonna be a long day. If you thought you was finishing early today, I'll think again. So that's good. That's good. The brakes, you know, I like the way the brakes work, but I would like to have a little bit more braking power. I think the reason why, the reason I say that I'd like a little bit more braking power is because the front tire is only 3.5 inches wide. So I think, you know, it doesn't give me that total feeling of security. But the brakes do an adequate job of what they need to do. So that's a plus. What else? It's a fairly quiet bike. I don't find it overly loud, and it's good on fuel. That's a lot of pluses in my book. One thing, some of the things I would like to see different about this bike would be the addition of a 6th gear. If you could hear the RPMs now, I always try to shift up, but there's no more gear. So I think I'd like to bring down those RPMs just a little bit, maybe a couple hundred. What else? The mirrors do a good job of seeing things behind you. Pretty adjustable. Mind you, one thing I did find a little questionable was the angles of the brackets. This one here is almost stating 90 degrees up, and this one's sort of pushed back a bit. If I push this one back a bit, because it's integrated into the brake lever, it pushes the brake lever all the way back, and I was unable to reposition the mirror further down on the stem. I've read a couple of people on different forums, messages on different forums, and they said that I would have to remove this outer black rubber, or try to pry it out, and there would be a set screw on the actual anchor, because this is a 2-piece mirror. So this outer piece, the mirror itself, is just bolted on with a set screw, but the set screw is underneath the glass, so I would have to remove the glass, take a small Allen key, loosen up the set screw, and position it where I'd like it to be horizontally. So that is one of the negative points of the mirror. But I managed. I just reduced these two Allen screws that they have here, and tilted the mirror a little bit upwards. The reason I wanted to adjust them was because I was unable to see the amount of road surface that I'm used to. So I just bypassed that and just loosened these two up and tilted it and tightened it back up, which only took me a couple seconds. Another thing that I've noticed about this Kawasaki is that in order for me to check the coolant level, I have to actually remove the seat, and underneath the seat is a tool tray. I have to remove the tool tray, and underneath the tool tray is the battery box. Now the battery box has two additional screws on each side, Phillips screws, Phillips 3s, and you have to remove these two screws to gain access to two more screws, or yes, one screw for each side of the side panel, which traditionally would be where the oil coolers would be on a bike who had an oil cooler or battery cover on one side, or oil cooler on the other side. So you have to do some parts removing to gain access to the coolant reservoir. And yeah, so that for people who can't or aren't mechanically inclined, just to check the coolant level, they would have to make a trip to the dealers so that they could get it checked. So it's not a bad thing, but I mean, if you're not comfortable doing work on your bike, please, by all means, play it safe and just take it to the professionals and let them take care of it. A small fee for some reassurance isn't always a good deal in my book. Now, what else do I like about it? I find that turning lower speeds, because the wheel is so thin, so narrow in the front, it tends to want to hang in the turn. So there's a lot of counter steering, as well as the wheel in the back is much wider. It's 180, 180, I think. Yeah. So it's wide and the front is narrow, and the rake of the front forks, that also adds to the tendencies for the front to stay steered when you're turning. It wants to stay in the turn when you're turning. Those are some of the things that I've noticed about the bike. I put 500 kilometers on the bike now, so this is a 500 kilometer review. I found that on the weight side, it's really manageable. I think this would be a perfect bike for anybody who wants to step up from a smaller entry-level bike to maybe something with a bigger engine. This would definitely be a nice ride for them to start with, or to take a look at. Hold on, I'm gonna get off of the so I really find this bike very manageable. The brake levers are solid, clutch lever is solid, the shifter. If you read around on this model, you'll hear a common issue that keeps coming up is the the noise associated with the shifter going through gears, it can be a little loud when you are shifting. I mean, it's only sound waves after all. But I find that it may click loud, but it definitely goes into gear. So that's sort of like a notification to know, okay, when you shift, it will click and you will know that you shifted, right? So I definitely, although it can be annoying at certain times, it's still, when you really break it down and think about it, it's definitely a click, I've shifted, notification or realization. That's a wonderful thing as well. And for highway handling, I think it's got adequate power. It drives straight. It's like on a arrow, no death wobble, as some people have mentioned. At high speed, it wants to wobble. I've never experienced it, and I've been on the highway quite a few times, if not every day, since I've got this bike. Well, apart from a few days where I didn't ride this bike. I've never felt any death wobble. Actually, speaking about death wobbles and Honda Silverwing, I've noticed between 30 and 40 miles, kilometers per hour, that if you did get off the throttle just for a split second and you were only driving with one hand, the front end would start to wobble. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a defect, not a defect, but an inherent issue or problem with the Silverwing. So whenever I drive slower or go to slow down, I definitely grab both handlebars and do it. It's a constant reminder, and I won't forget that that's what occurs. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Yeah. Go down here. Most people are going to go down the next road. I'm going to go down this road. So yeah, I mean, the bike is really easy to handle. I mean, she drives straight, and I got one saddlebag on the back here. I got some tools in it. An OBD scanner. Going to see my best friend, my cousin, and help him take care of a few things on his Acura TL or CL, or I don't even know which one it is. But you know, he needs my help, and although I live downtown and he lives in the suburbs, I made the trip to go help him out. Anyways, guys, I'm back in the city here, so it's going to be a lot of stop and go, and my concentration should be on that. So I just want to thank you guys for watching, and if you guys like this bike, you know, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, drop a comment and tell me why you don't like it in the box. Don't forget, guys, if you guys subscribe, you'll get a subscription back, and I am one who likes to comment, so definitely, if you're looking for some feedback, drop a comment, and I'll be sure to repay the favor. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm out.
Hey guys, this is Maxi Scooter Guy, and I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you loved it, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.